chumps? Welcome to another episode of the Dope Podcast. This is episode number 5. I am one of your homies, Edgar, joined along here with Slunk.
Hey, it's me.
What's your name? Who are you today?
They call me Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Today.
And who's next to you?
What do they call you?
Percival.
The Percy.
No, just Percival. This is the Dope Podcast where we gather around and talk about the things happening in our lives, things happening in the world, and things happening in our lives around the world. What is up, homies?
Well, a lot more is happening now that we're leaving the house. With vaccines going around, people getting.
Woo! Round 3.
I'm ready. Let's go. Bring it on.
We're gonna be really good at vaccines at one point, right? Like we're just gonna be like professional vaccine takers.
Well, aren't we vaccinated at birth?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah.
That don't kill people anymore.
Yeah. Right.
Interesting.
Bring polio back.
Yeah. Just so people understand how fucked up it was before. Like, you forget about how bad polio was.
Man, we're fine.
There's literally countries we cannot go to without being vaccinated prior to our trip. Yeah.
Without being vaccinated, they get that two extra week vacation to another country.
Right, where I am going on vacation this trip to fucking Africa or whatever. Like, make sure you get your fucking vaccinations or you can't fucking go to the country. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated, people.
Oh, you're gonna go to Africa?
No. You want freedoms?
Going to a country in Africa, doesn't it already 50 shots you gotta take?
Yeah, I have zero interest in going.
I think I heard that about India. If you go to India, you just 27 shots you honestly have to take.
Like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to travel that bad.
I don't even want to go to Canada or to Mexico. And those probably have. I can't.
You probably got everything you need.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, right? I go to Mexico.
Pretty good to go there.
I mean, we're connected. That's the thing.
They're close enough. All the weird shit happens overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Weird shit. Exotic disease.
Exactly. You want the fucking hot shit. You want fucking malaria.
Got that
squared.
That biblical shit.
Wiped out nations. There's people that don't exist. There's races that don't exist anymore. You want that shit. You gotta go overseas.
Yeah, vaccines have taken care of plagues from back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into history, you might as well go experience the plague.
Yeah.
Get the bear, right?
Those are
legit.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
It's YOLO every day. Right?
What?
It's YOLO every day during the Black Plague.
Yellow.
It wasn't.
Back when 32 was the highest life expectancy.
You lived to 32?
Damn, you made it to 12? Fuck!
Listen to your elders.
Listen to your elders.
Ancient.
Let me think.
Damn it.
Go. Where are we back?
Yeah, I think we're back now.
And we're back.
Go.
Go short.
I don't know. You're going to hear it right now. You should be able to hear it, though.
Why did we like 50 Cent so much?
Why not?
Don't answer that.
Because the first one was really good.
Was it?
The first one?
Was it?
Try was really good.
Try to listen. When was the last time you listened to that?
I don't remember, honestly.
He got shot 9 times. We're supposed to like him.
We like survivalists.
Like Slunk. He survived in Apex. Until he didn't. Until he got the fan hammer.
Yeah,
supposedly he was cheating.
That was weird, dude. Because, Apex is one of those games that you can play. You can play to relax. You can.
Wait, what?
You kind of can play to relax.
I've never played to relax.
Yeah.
And
I don't know where you're going from.
I had a long Sunday, and I wanted, I had a long Saturday. I was really tired on Sunday. I decided to take the day off and kind of like chillax, not answer emails, not get back to people, just like
unplug.
Game. Yeah. I'm using the game.
So I turned on my computer, set up my station, got my water, got my headphones on, got my snackies.
Thanks,
and I'm like,
snackies did you get?
I get this like this trail mix with like espresso beans in it. Chocolate covered espresso beans.
Man, so you're gonna be up to like 3 in the morning.
It's the best
stuff.
It's the best. It really is the tastiest.
Premium snacks over here.
It's premium. It's the best for me. Only the best for me.
Not even the finest espresso beans.
And so then I fired up Apex, and as soon as I tried to join a game, it was like, this account has been blocked, has been banned. And I was like, what? So I thought maybe it was because we had a warning about our clan name being inappropriate.
Which I can't leave the clan because I go in there and I'm like, all right, let me get out because I got the same email.
Yeah.
And then it says, this EA account has been linked to an account. I'm like, I know, and I want to get out of it. There's no way to exit from it, and I think it's because since I linked it with my PlayStation account, I have to go through PlayStation to remove it. But because my PlayStation, I haven't updated in 6 months, like it takes forever, and I'm just like, I'll do it later. But yeah, so I can't get out. So if I do end up getting mad because of the name, I'm like, well, it's your guys' fault. I'm trying to fucking leave this clan.
It's your own fault for having the same name in multiple places. You're not supposed to log into one account from multiple spots.
But they let you, and they tell you to.
Mm-hmm. Are you neglecting your PS4?
For Apex, yeah.
Just like in general.
Actually, in general, because I haven't played PS4 games except I lie. When was the last time we played Fall Guys?
Like a week or two ago.
And that was the last time I played it.
Big Red Dead.
Oh, Red Dead. That's the most neglected game ever.
You're giving it some love. It gets attention.
It gets a little bit. Not that much.
Now, your account.
Oh yeah, I got unbanned this morning. So.
So did they tell you why?
I was just bitching at them, and I was all up and down customer support. Like, this is fucking bullshit. I didn't get any like suspicious activity that somebody was logging in from like Russia or some shit. Like, I didn't get anything. I was just banned, and the reasoning was because it was quoted as like cheating. So I went on customer support. I sent emails, and it was like, it may take up to 30 days to respond. I was like, fuck that. Fuck. I was like, I'm about to go
speak to your manager.
I'm about to go fucking Karen on your ass right now, dude. And so I did. And then this guy from the tech support chat at like 8 p.m. was helping me out. Shout out. I forgot his name.
Shout out Tech Dude.
Shout out Tech Dude.
Yeah, shout out Tech Dude.
Jeff, but he's like living in another country.
No, it wasn't Jeff. It was definitely a native name.
Okay.
And so he elevated my case, and I got my shit unbanned.
Good.
Yeah. Ridiculousness. And it's funny too, because immediately I was like, let me go look online and see what other people are experiencing. Sure enough, yeah, there are people who are unexpectedly banned, wrongfully banned, and they lose it. Like, that's it. Like, they never get their accounts back. Yeah.
Oh, really? That'd be infuriating.
Like permanent ban.
Yeah, and I think half of it is just like shy teenagers who don't know how to ask for help.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like they don't email, they don't go through the trouble of calling or going to customer support. They just give up.
How long were you at this, trying to get your account back?
At least like 2 hours.
Oh! I would give up half an hour, honestly.
Really? I don't know, man, after all. Especially because Slunk is getting a new account.
Well, I found out how much work it was to create a new account and then having to relink it to my Steam account. So you'd have to make a new EA account, unlink it from your Steam account, then that would cause your account to get lost, and then link it to your Steam account again, so the new one. So then I would have 2 EA accounts, one with my games and one with just Apex, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not about that 2 accounts.
I probably would have done it just because not to interact with any other human.
That's what I mean.
Because there's that part of me, like, I'm like, I just don't want to deal with it, fuck it. But then there's the other part of me, like, I put so much fucking work and effort into this.
Man, screw it.
Like, I was already mad because I lost my skins from the PS4 when I went to PC. I'm like, cool, but I have new skins and new shit there. And then that, and knowing what Slunk just said about like, oh, you have to unlink and read, oh, fuck.
It was more than 2 clicks.
Yeah, exactly. Give me my shit back. Like, more than 2 clicks.
I'm losing all these digitals, zeros and ones.
More than 2 clicks, though.
It was more than 2 clicks.
Interaction.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't call.
More.
I didn't call. I got on the chat. So.
Chat. Chat is still
It's not as bad. It's not as bad. It could be a robot. Digital.
I went Karen. I did go Karen though. I was like,
you let his hair down.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
Put hair up.
Yeah, hair up. Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Sorry, hair up.
It's the wrong way. They got their hair is anti-gravity.
Yeah, man. That shit's fighting back.
It's always fighting. Karen always
Everything
fighting.
about him.
And somebody try to get that to be like a derogatory term. To call people Karens, like people were trying to like turn that around and be like, you can't call people Karens because that's mean.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fuck that Karen.
I'm sure they failed, and I laugh at them.
Yeah. So I basically just kind of said like this is like crazy. Like I didn't even play that day. I'm not even logged in. Like how am I gonna get
For
banned?
cheating.
Yeah, for cheating. Like I
know what happened, right?
I said I know I'm really good at the game, but like this is kind of weird, you know.
Really
and
good. You're getting better.
yeah, and somebody's like out there you know complaining, and then I get a ban, and I'm gonna lose my stuff for what? You know, I've been a member since 2014. Like I got all these games on my account.
Dropped all the facts on them.
Why would I cheat?
How could
I'm a grown ass man, dog.
You know how much money I put into this game?
I'm too fucking lazy to cheat. All right, you want to know the truth?
Too good, apparently.
I ain't gonna deal with viruses and EXEs, and I've been down that road. I'm old. That's like doing drugs when you're young. You're too old for that. You're too old.
I don't want to do drugs anymore.
Too old for hacks. Just too old for hacks. It's not the same. No, it's just sad if you're old and hacking.
So you don't use aimbot.
Huh?
You don't use aimbot.
Hell no. I tell you, that's sad. That's giving in. That's like saying you a tit, you'll never get better.
Yeah. So you don't believe? Okay, here's a theory. Gaming theory for shooters specifically.
Sure.
The Twitch eye muscle. Do you believe that dwindles over time?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Or is it because you don't use
Not for me.
He's getting better and getting banned.
I'm training it. I'm doing eye push-ups.
Eye push-ups. No, I think I agree. No, I'm with you. I think I'm in the slunk boat of no.
The thing I still get is
The Twitch eye muscle doesn't.
Is when I'm in the zone and I start tearing up and the tears start coming down. I was like, if I blink, it's over.
The minute I blink, I'm dead.
Start running down. And you're feeling like,
let it roll. Let it roll.
I'll blink after this match.
Blink after the next one just to make sure.
Yeah, I've done that. My eyes are watering, and I'm like, I can't see. I can't see.
I'll survive.
So you're just constantly wiping your face.
You know, it's funny. I talked a lot of shit about TikTok, and I had good reason to. I mean, it was like a pedophile like haven
Sanctuary.
when it was Musically, and it was like
and it was just dances.
yeah, it was like mostly like little
Very
kids.
weird, like.
It was mostly little kids. It was a lot of little kids on that app, and weird. But
now we're on TikTok.
yeah, make sure you guys follow us. There's a lot of good Apex content on TikTok. A lot of good Apex content. It's pretty addicting. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. And then you hit back and you're like, ooh.
God.
Damn.
It's always something.
I gotta watch another one.
The presentation, you think that draws you in the way?
Yeah, it's so easy.
Well, it's just constantly scrolling up and it's something. Bap, 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 bap.
The thing is, it's hit the point. Yeah, it's just rapid fire content, and it gets to the point, and there's no real thinking. And then you're done with it. You're really, because there is no thinking until you hit the next one.
If you're done with it, like, is this good enough for me to send to someone? Nah.
Yeah, sometimes you hit the lotto, you just go.
You're like the Tinder of social media.
Yeah.
Like when Tinder introduced the swiping, you're like, holy shit, I can meet this many chicks.
Just swipe.
Swipe. Oh, I don't have to look. Oh. It's just swiping.
So much content.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
TikTok.
so that's what's up with me right now.
TikTok is Tinder.
But I could take this conversation two ways, and I could go with.
Go the best way for you.
I don't know if I should go. Players are leaving Warzone to go to Apex, or my TikTok conspiracy that I have nothing to base it off of.
Yeah, there is a lot of that. A lot of people saying that people have been leaving.
No, do the I go for the TikTok thing. No, for the Apex thing. Yeah.
Okay, so right now there's a shit ton of cheaters in Warzone, and because of that, people are just not having fun. All the slunks just running around, fucking blasting everyone. All them fucking hackers.
They banned the wrong account, the wrong game. They really cheating, but it was account they were cheating on.
And it's super bad in there. It's like you could create a new account in a day, add the cheating thing that you already had installed, and just go about your day. Have 2-3 games, get banned. Fucking that was a good time for me, you know.
We should beat up cheaters, like physically beat them.
So now, a lot of people who are dedicated to Warzone, like all the big streamer dudes, like Sim the Tatman, Nick Mergs, Cloaksy, like all these guys that are known.
Disrespected.
He came to Apex too.
What?
Yeah.
Apex.
And everyone's just jumping ship right now because they're like, Apex is actually fun, and we're like, we know, we've been
we welcome.
We left Warzone for a reason.
We're
Warzone so hard.
We've been on Apex so long. We're at that bitter stage, like fuck this game, and like, but they're coming into like all, ooh, it's shiny and new, and look at all these players and all these characters. Like, look at this map. Oh, there was a new update. We're like, fuck that thing. This thing sucks. I hate this.
Yo, appreciate it. You guys lived through.
We're in it. We're in the trenches right now. And over here, they're getting fitted for the uniform, getting drafted and shit, you know.
And we're the bitter old soldiers, just like, got called back.
First time here.
First time. That was it Franco? You get from what movie was that? Like Pirates of the Caribbean?
No. But I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
He's like, got a rope on his neck, and he's like, first
time. Yeah. But I don't know what movie.
I love watching people that got their what is it said who cut their teeth streaming Call of Duty, starting to play Apex, and they're like playing it completely wrong.
They're like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, like they're like standing still, like out in the open, and like not running or sliding or climbing things, and it's like, no, like you can move in this game.
Apex is a movement-based game.
Yeah.
You climb shit.
You run
camping. Camping in that war zone.
And you can't, because like, you have what is it, Bloodhound. Whoop, there you are.
So one thing that Apex does have, I think, something good over Warzone is that Apex has the shield.
Cool characters,
but also
bright
has
environment.
I like the bright environment.
More stuff you can do with your character, like you know,
actual abilities.
Like you can just jump in there and have a good gun, not like that when you have to fucking keep playing to get some upgrade or a fucking gun.
You get any gun,
But the main thing like they're realizing now is that they missed out like all those seasons, and they're seeing the shield. The more damage you do, the better shield you get. Yeah. So there's a color-based system. It's white, blue, purple, red, and each one increases your shield. So say you do, I don't know what the number is, like 200 damage, you get to the next level, you get blue. You do 250 damage up to the next one, you have purple. And it fills it up for you. Oh, good, we're good. You don't have to go and look for these shields. You can just go and have fun and attack people once you just get your shield up. That's what Slunk likes to do. He's like, I'm just going, just poke
to get your shield up.
Poke till you get.
You'll just be like, oh, what do you shield at? Oh, I'm a blue. Drop it, and they'll switch shields with me and be like, all right, bing, it's a purple now. Here you go. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So I gotta play Apex. What you're saying, you guys gotta teach me this. It's fun.
It's
in there.
It's fun. It's sorry. So we've been talking about a lot of games right now. So there's a lot of things I miss about certain games that aspects of certain games that made it interesting, and one of them I would say is like on PUBG. One thing that made PUBG interesting was that it was bare minimum everything. So when you would communicate to your teammates, you'd have to like describe buildings. Like you'd be like, he's in the 2-story one on the left with the yellow one, the yellow one with the
the yellow one, the other yellow one,
the one with 3 windows on the top. Yeah, he's in the third one. The third one from the right. Yeah, right there. Okay. Like you had to like describe shit. Like you couldn't ping shit. It wasn't that simple. Like it was complicated enough that you had to like talk. Like it was crazy.
I got my mic off in Apex and I could communicate with them.
Yeah.
with the ping system.
What was that famous land shooter?
Doom, CSGO.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Laker? Thank you so much for subscribing with that Prime. 11 months streak.
Yes. It was Counter-Strike.
Just go.
Yeah.
Contract you have to talk about. You got to communicate all the time.
That B.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mr. Laker would know in the chat. We used to play competitively Counter-Strike, like in leagues and stuff online. And we had like rankings, and our team would play other teams every week, and we were on boards and stuff.
Would you get upset that you missed the whole pro gamer like era, essentially? Like
I mean, they all
like
look
we kind of
like
ushered it in without getting paid for it.
they all look like virgins, but yeah, I mean, I'm just
They're millionaires though.
Got Slunk.
Okay. They all look like...
Yeah, say the other bad words. Yeah, go over it. Go double down.
They look like bitches. Tell them, Slunk, they look like a bunch of bitches.
Okay, that's unfair. Because I also look like a virgin. No, I don't think I missed it.
I regret every day. Are you kidding? That could have been a Pro 2K game. Are you kidding me? I look at myself every day. I'm like, these motherfuckers.
You were a year away. You're a year too old to be.
I became too responsible right before that transition happened. Pro gamers being like, a thing.
I feel like I was too old by the time it came around. Like Shroud was what, 18 when he retired?
Yeah, that's super young or some shit.
18?
He was like 20, maybe.
Retired?
Yeah.
From gaming, yeah.
Yeah.
From professional
stuff. But I mean, he was making a lot more money streaming, so.
Oh, well, so he
probably,
just,
right?
he walked away from the game. He didn't,
It's a better move.
he wasn't, losing his skill.
No, he's really good.
He could probably jump back in there if he wanted to, but he knows he makes more money just doing what he does.
So
he has probably more fun doing it, too.
So, because
he loves streaming.
Because you're skilled enough to get banned, I'm thinking you're God level. Do you think you can
at
hang it?
37?
Guy, yeah.
Yes, maybe one.
So what? You just got banned for being too good. I think we've confirmed that's what happened. You upset someone enough, or enough people, with your skill, where they said you were cheating. That's impressive. I get that in 2K, and I know I'm impressive in 2K, so I think you're impressive in Apex at the same level. So do you think you could hang in a professional aspect?
In a professional aspect? I mean, yeah. Only not because I'm good at a game, quote unquote. Truth. But because it's because I like the team aspect of it, and it's not solo performance as much as it is being able to work with the team. So a lot of these esports, what's interesting is that a lot of it is very team dynamic based. So it's not like just you got the best player in the world, well you're gonna automatically win. It's like teams will overcome that, because they have a tactic, or they have literally coaches that will look at the strategy that's happening, what the other team's doing, and tell you, no, you guys need to do this, switch it up, and then you guys remember this thing we practiced, formation B, we're gonna go and do this other thing, and everybody has to execute, and that's what it's about. It's just very team oriented, which is
But you think you can hang in that environment?
I mean, okay, I shouldn't have said virgin. That was fucked up. What I should have said was not having to worry about bills and rent.
Yeah.
Young, somebody else is taking care of it.
Freedom. They have the freedom to indulge in these things.
Shroud was born in '94.
Fuck.
And he retired from professional gaming from Cloud9 in 2017.
He's barely in his physical prime right now.
He's what?
Barely. 27,
27, yeah.
Barely in his physical prime, and he's already retired from his profession. And he's feet up.
Making millions.
In the booth. If he was an NFL player, he'd be retired and in the booth just talking about football, making millions of dollars anyway. That's what he's doing.
Look at him. Not even a good guy out there. He's just fucking, what's going on? Whatever how you want.
Let me tell you about 85 when we won the championship. We just tell those stories and shit. That's him right now. Lucky guy. So bitter.
Yeah. That's pre going to Mixer and getting all the millions from there and coming back and then probably getting more from Twitch.
What's he do with his money? What do you guys think he does?
Buys takeout. That's all.
I will go on the record and say I love Shroud. I hope he's not secretly super racist or something, because that would be really disappointing. But he is he's just a cool guy. He is who he is. He's genuine. He's he's kind of a dork. Like, but he's.
If there's a streamer I would like to aspire to be Shroud, I'm like, well, I got that. Like he doesn't. He rarely gets mad. I've seen him get mad like twice, and it's just like because there was lag in the game. That was it.
He's mad at technology.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's mad when things don't work.
Interesting. I've never watched him stream. Of course,
That's like 'cause he doesn't generate like.
I'm not his in his wheelhouse.
Yeah,
he's not clipped a lot for like ridiculous things.
Like Tim the Tap Man, he's like super funny, hilarious dude. He'll say some stupid shit and then that's a clip, you know?
Yeah.
Shroud has to go off in a game, like get 10 kills like in a minute, and then like
he's a skill gamer.
Nothing else.
He's like, that happened.
Gotcha. Interesting. So how are we gonna get Slunk to go pros? Was what I was leading up to.
That's the goal.
I'll sponsor you.
I don't even know what the
current I got you.
like esports.
Maybe 100 Thieves, huh?
Oh, is that what they do? Are they in esports?
They're in esport.
They're in esport?
Yeah.
They have their offices in LA, right?
Yeah.
Are they in LA? Like, somebody said that like going into one of those places feels like you're going into like one of those cam whorehouses in like Russia, where like it's just rooms of like
cameras and like bed.
That's what it feels like when you go into those places. It's like this is weird. Like people are streaming and they're like pretending they're at home or they're pretending somewhere, but they're in a building.
They charge for the hour. This is the thing. They paid for time in there. It's like renting a studio essentially.
100 Thieves or the Cam Whores?
Both.
Yeah.
I heard about this. I remember learning about this. I was like, what? They'll spend the day in that room.
Yeah, it's just like
doing whatever their talent is.
It's the hype houses. It's the content houses. It's all of that, you know?
That's wild. How many do you think are out here?
Here?
Low key. Talent houses. Talent house? Is that what you call it? Talent house?
Hype houses.
Hype houses.
Content houses.
Content house.
Depending on what they do, you know?
Yeah.
There's a shit ton out here.
You think that's why rent's so high?
In the valley, there's all like the fucking porn houses, right?
Yeah, they're legal out here now. They're not illegal.
They kicked them out.
They kicked them all out.
What happened was California.
They made you
use a condom.
Yeah, you use condoms, and so they were like, we don't want to do that shit.
Most porn is without a condom.
To Vegas.
Yes, exactly. Moved to Vegas. So
I know this.
So the valley is no longer the porn capital. It got shifted to Vegas.
Goddamn, California's ruining everything again.
Goddamn liberals and condoms.
Fucking condoms.
That's true, though. All that, what he said is absolutely true. That happened. I remember reading that in the story.
But I get it. I get the condoms and content house. Like, I get that concept because that's something I've been wanting to do in a way where we create a studio where people can come and like record their podcast, record their content, whatever it is that like they want to have a high production value, but they don't necessarily have the money to invest in the equipment or the know-how. So they just want to show up with like their talent. And so that's kind of one of the long-term goals here at the Dope at Day One Patch is to like have a studio. And I mean, it's literally our 5th podcast. We're just starting out. We're kind of like figuring it out as we go along and learning and
brand new,
brand
spanking new.
So we appreciate everybody's support. I mean, it's like you all who are like subscribed right now. We're gonna have like a wall of fame. We're gonna have your names on there.
Wall of fame.
We have no idea what's in store. We got some shit, good stuff. Pardon my language. We got some good things planned for everybody. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Certainly. So now that we've been podcasting for about 40 minutes, you guys want to talk about your topics?
Man. Oh wow, whatever 4 minutes.
Man, we're on fire. That's a good sign. Go ahead, Percy. Some news.
Breaking news for those who don't know about boxing. The big fight between Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence has been. Well, Earl Spence had to pull out of the fight. Unfortunately, he sustained a eye injury.
No condom.
He wasn't wearing condoms
when he was boxing.
That's how we Vegas, you know?
You have to pull
he has
out.
a detached retina. Oh, sorry. Tear in his retina.
That happens all the time.
Really?
I don't know.
Really happens all the time? That's actually one of the reasons why Sugar Ray Leonard retired when he did. That and cocaine. But mostly because of the eye.
Cocaine.
And so this was supposed to be the big super fight of this year, other than what's his face, Wilder and Fury.
That got
pushed because of COVID. But so it sucks because a lot of people felt like this was going to be the passing of the torch of Pacquiao, basically giving the torch to Earl Spence to be like, you know what, you are now the new big thing.
You're the guy who's going to last into his 40s.
Yeah. Because Earl's been undefeated.
How old is Pacquiao?
Really good. Pacquiao's 42.
Jesus.
But dude, still,
I could imagine wanting to fight someone at 42.
He's that dude. Just loves to fight.
Crazy.
Always
shout out Manny Pacquiao.
Shout out Manny Pacquiao. So unfortunately, Earl Spence had to pull out of the fight. I hope everyone hopes he has a speedy recovery because that retina could basically end his career. You don't know. So
did you get that sparring? Do you know?
Yeah, it was during training. But the thing is, remember, he's coming from a car accident that happened last year.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
He got in a bad car accident. I don't know if he was ejected from the car, but at first it was like, oh wow, like for the way the car ended up, he doesn't look that hurt. But we never really know. Yeah. And people are saying maybe he got really hurt in that accident. Just didn't know until when he went into sparring and.
So you're saying it was a loose retina, and he got pops from the cheek, maybe?
We don't know.
And it was a crack.
And it just went bloop.
I don't know how retinas work. I'm not a doctor.
But it happens. It's common in boxing, actually, and it ruined careers. Like if you look at Abner Ramirez, like he got I think 2 detached retinas, and now one eye does this. Yeah. So one eye looking at you, and one eye looking over there. Anyways, so that fight is canceled, but
is it canceled or are they gonna fill it?
So they're filling it in now.
So it's not canceled. Same date,
and one of the persons
who's ready right now
supposed to be in the undercard. Your Donis Ugas.
Never heard of him.
He has a title belt. I butchered that name, by the way. But he was supposed to fight Maidana's, I think, younger brother.
McDonald's?
And he got hurt.
McDonald's got hurt.
Hurt, quote unquote. I think what they did is like, hey, bro.
So it's just lining up perfectly for this guy.
So basically, what I think happened was they're like, hey, our main fighter's hurt. We're gonna pay you
to get beat up by Manny Pacquiao.
So Maidana and Ugas are supposed to fight.
Yes.
What I think happened was because Ugas has a belt.
Okay.
So I think they did was like, hey, Maidana, here's some money. You got hurt in training. You can't fight.
Okay.
So then they're gonna move Ugas to fight Pacquiao.
Okay.
That sets up if Pacquiao beats him, now he has a belt. So now when he does the
rematch, he doesn't have a belt right now?
No.
What happened to all his belts?
They stripped it because
that's right.
They stripped it for bullshit. But if he gets that belt, that means when they actually fight with Spence, it's belt for belt, and it's gonna be even bigger. And boxing is always about money.
It's about having too many fucking belts. That's what boxing is about.
Yeah, all I'm hearing is I'm going to put money down on McDonald's. Because that's the guy who's fighting Pacquiao, right?
Because Big Mac is undefeated.
We don't know what's going to happen. Maybe he has a lucky punch and just knocks out Pacquiao, you know?
And with boxing, it's true. Because you think about it. You train to fight one person, right? You know their boxing style, know everything. They're out. So we're going to put somebody else in. They're like, well, shit, I don't know how. You have to fucking try to.
It's next weekend, right?
Yeah.
What's the payout for this? Let's say you put down $100.
Vegas.
I don't know.
Well, is that announced? Has that fight been announced yet?
Yeah, look it up.
We see Pac-Man versus Oscar De La Hoya. Is that going to happen?
That already did happen. Pacquiao destroyed him.
Didn't Oscar De La Hoya? Is he going to fight like in the?
So Oscar's fighting old UFC fighter.
Spence? No.
Yeah, that was the original one, Spence.
But is he going to fight in the octagon?
No, it's going to be a boxing match for De La Hoya. And De La Hoya's going to win because he's a great boxer, and the other dude's not going to be able to actually, do MMA shit with like knees and elbows and.
I mean, why not? Just throw him.
You know that's illegal, right? In boxing.
Yeah, but you don't throw him.
Your Dennis Ugas.
There you go. Mm-hmm. What's the betting line?
I gotta change the name. I just found his name.
Dennis Ugas.
Not Dennis. It was that Dennis.
Your Dennis.
Huh?
Actually, kind of a dope name.
McDonald's.
Dude, I got some chicken nuggets right now.
Kind of a dope name. Not gonna lie.
But yeah, so it sucks. This year's been really weird with boxing. We lost originally supposed to be Fury AJ and then Fury Wilder, and now it got postponed.
Dude, when things started opening up, it was crazy. Like all the boxing stuff and all the UFC things that were happening.
Yep.
Like,
and then this fighter pulled out because of COVID. Like, God damn it! And then it's always like, one person in the camp wasn't vaccinated, and now everyone got
sick.
Like, you motherfuckers!
Hey, I saw on Facebook.
Wait till the fucking
A
NFL
video.
Isn't the NFL supposed to be?
That said, vaccines are from the devil.
Extra, like if
you have to get tested constantly, but if you're vaccinated, the rule in the NFL is if you're vaccinated, you don't have to sit out as long as someone who is unvaccinated. Essentially, if you are exposed, so coverage time obviously is going to be.
And isn't it also if your team somehow got COVID and fucked
it
over?
So like
now you get charged.
So Chargers come visit fucking Cowboys. I don't know. The Cowboys, but one of the Chargers players or one of the Cowboys players gets COVID breakout. Game's canceled. Jerry Jones has to pay for everything for the away team. You got to pay for flight, food, hotel, motherfucker's salary. I don't know. I assume salaries for that game check, whatever, something. But all on Jerry Jones. So like the owners are like, get fucking vaccinated. Fuck you. Eat shit.
Just if they don't get vaccinated, cut them.
Do the fans also get a refund on the game?
No.
Hell no. Fuck the fans.
Fuck the fans.
Fuck the fans. Fuck the fans.
That's going to be basically a voucher for next year.
Try again next year.
Maybe. It was like a lot of thinking. Fuck.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Fluffy. Thank you for the 100 bits, Colocha. Mr. Laker says Teofimo? Who's that? Teofimo.
Yeah, Teofimo Lopez. He is the undisputed lightweight champion. He beat Lomachenko.
Real quick. What does undisputed mean? I know he's in wrestling a lot.
You get 4 belts. You get the WBO, the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF.
So like dispute amongst your.
Basically, you get all the belts.
You united the realm.
Exactly. You got all the belts. All the rings. No one could be like, I'm the champion. No, bitch, because I got all the fucking belts.
I got all the rings.
Yeah. Pretty much that. But that's very, very, very hard to do, and only a few people have ever done it. Because also, too,
wow, that sounds impressive.
Because some organizations are very like, well, I don't want you to fight this person because we have our ranking, and then this
he's not good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Again,
he's got 3 belts, but he's not good enough. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Good job boxing
like that. But there are times when it works, and that it worked for him. But he was supposed to have a huge ass fight. And then he got COVID. Some people are saying he didn't really get it. He's using it as an excuse to postpone the fight to try to get more people to actually watch it. I don't know. But
that changes his pay? Why would he want to do that?
Because the basically the company that bought the rights to his fight, Triller, I think it's called Triller.
Oh shit, Triller?
Wants to do it in a certain spot, and he's like, well, no, I don't want to do it there. He wanted to do it in a different spot, and just it became a mess.
Really, Triller?
Triller. Yeah.
Weird.
That's weird.
Super weird.
But Triller's also the same company that does like the Logan Paul fights too, and all those other.
We gotta get those jokers out of boxing. Fuck them.
When are we getting?
Or get me in a ring with him. Let's go.
When are we getting the?
I'll take a dive for fucking
the NBA version of UFC.
Beat his ass for $2 million. How much?
$2 million. What was it?
Yeah. When are we gonna get the boxing version of UFC? Like when are we getting the NBA, the National Boxing Association?
That'll never happen.
Why not?
Because there's so many different.
We need a Dana White out here to say, hey.
Oh, boxing needs Dana White's even worse too, because
I'm not saying get Dana White.
Boxing needs Dana White.
Yeah.
Where it's all just unified in one?
Yes.
That would be great. Unfortunately.
But you got all these belts and people don't know. It's hard for fandom to grow with that kind of environment.
Yeah. You got to remember, back in the day, the mob was very involved in it.
Yeah.
So it's super, like, there's no.
So we need the mob involved.
If there was a boxing union, that'd be great. Just like if there was a UFC union, too. Yeah. Like, have it organized. Like, I was reading for UFC, the fighters only get, like, 10% or something ridiculous from the cut from broadcast compared to NBA, MLB, NFL get like 50% of the
UFC doesn't make jack. That's why that's why there's a UFC event every fucking week, because these guys need the
money. And instead, all the money goes straight to Dana White and the investors, and they get fucked.
Yeah.
The fighters get fucked.
Well, like how many World Series are there? Like the baseball was created like in 1823, and there's like 100 World Series at this point, and there's already like 300 UFCs. Like,
right?
UFC 364.
Wasn't UFC 100 like a big deal? And then,
like motherfuckers are brand fucking new still, technically, amongst the major sports. Like,
and they're already fucking up. They have intern belts now. Like,
just a random Thursday is UFC 147, guys.
And they have like the whole promo machine. Man, I'm jealous. I wish I could be part of that. Like just making money, like selling the same shit over and over again.
Seriously.
Same graphics.
They just put into the guy's face and name up.
Yeah.
It's
the same lighting.
You're giving it too much credit. There's no fucking graphic.
No, it's all still.
Like, like the old school boxing. Just, or fucking the weird move like that, or just fucking like wrestling, old wrestling.
Like classic ones where they move around and they freeze.
No, 100%. They did. I think they learned that from wrestling. I think that's exactly where that's coming from. So.
Close enough to it. Except wrestling has like a bunch of cool different events that have been going on for years and years and years, and not just.
Well, they have time to refine it. That's even older than UFC. You understand? Like decades older than UFC.
UFC 300.
Yeah, UFC is gonna be like a 3,000 by the time they're the same age as wrestling.
Well, even boxing is taking like all the sportsmanship or the pageantry from wrestling now, with all the. Every time a box comes out, fucking concert starts and shit. I'm like, all this shit.
Yeah, boxers got
entrance music now, fucking fireworks and shit.
Got fucking golden glowing diamond crusted masks and outfits coming out, just fucking
getting all tired and shit.
Walking off random with
on the vest, like.
There's a rapper they paid to walk behind them and rap a song that not everybody likes.
That nobody knows.
Yeah, it's like
and you can't hear the thing because for some reason the mic's not working correctly, but you're just hearing the beat.
They don't really ever. They give him half-charged batteries for his mic. He's in there yelling, and it goes out, and he's just like,
you're looking at the mic and like whatever, he's just like
yelling, he's just fucking waving his hands. Do it over and over.
Somebody gonna fight.
Yeah, let's watch him fight.
I love boxing.
It's like they took like the ridiculousness of Rocky and fucking Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, make this shit legit now.
Like when Apollo Creed came out and lost to Ivan Drago, that's how every boxing is now. Every single one. They got an outfit and he's fucking dancing around the ring. They're all doing the same shit. It's hilarious. The guy who doesn't come out with anything wins.
Yeah.
The guy that's fucking just ready and intense.
Yeah. I'm here to box.
Been waiting since 2 p.m. trying to fucking kill someone.
Yeah, it's like you'll see like old, like I like to watch old videos of like Mike Tyson fights, and it's one of the funniest things to see like some of his greatest fights. It's just like the video, like the quality of the stage.
Yeah.
It's just shit. It's just like it looks like in some warehouse somewhere in downtown LA. You know. It's like, what the fuck
more about
is this?
boxing. That's when he used to beat up dudes. So.
Like, it's one of his best fights. It looks like.
Well, they don't have to. They can't have a long ass entrance in pageantry if he's gonna fucking knock him out in the first round.
No, you need it. You need that to get your money's worth. I love watching those highlight reels.
You watch James Brown fucking strut his shit for a little bit, then watch someone get knocked out and call it a night. You know.
Like a great night. I love James Brown. Shout out James Brown, rest in peace.
All right, so we're gonna get into the movie review section of our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
First, we're doing no spoilers. We're gonna talk about how we enjoyed the movie without spoiling it.
Spoil it.
There will be no mold on this bread. It is not spoiled. Okay.
These pipes.
All right, so before we move on, what are we going to talk about?
The Green Knight
and the Suicide Squad 2, I think.
No, it's just called the Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad 2.
Isn't it a sequel, though? Isn't it a sequel? It's not a sequel?
Yes,
it's a sequel.
Standalone sequel, got it.
It's a sequel. That's not a sequel.
Standalone sequel. One of those tricky ones.
I love sequel.
Yes. We're gonna do that. Are we gonna
database.
do like a pause?
No, this is non-spoily. Remember?
We'll do pause.
So go ahead. Go
so if you guys want to hear what we have to say about those two films, hang out. And then eventually we'll get the spoilers.
Non-spoilers first.
So non-spoilers.
Green Knight?
Yeah.
Green Knight is a movie about a King Arthur poem that tells the story of his nephew.
Little nephew Arthur.
Little nephew Arthur. Sir Gawain is his name.
Yes.
But I'm trying to think how not to spoil this.
Or did you enjoy it?
Yes, at first I was like,
what is going on?
It wasn't what I expected. I just randomly saw the movie. I was like, oh, let me see this movie. I've seen like postings about it online and random places. I was like, I don't.
I like the actor.
Like the actor. The graphics look good. You know, character outfits and everything. What I saw looked good. And I was like, okay, not at all what I expected. Completely unexpected. The whole way out, I was like, not that it was surprising or anything, but like what I expected from the movie, thinking of knights and all that. Like you anticipate certain things, not in the movie. Nonetheless, it was great. Well told story, great performances across the board. There's not a single actor in the movie that I was like, probably didn't need this guy or could have got somebody else. Not a single one. And then the metaphorical parts and the what's the word for leaving things open to discussion? Open for interpretation.
Okay.
The whole movie is like that. The entire movie is
so you're like, all right, I think this is happening.
This is how I perceive this scenario. This is how I perceive that scenario. This is what I think this meant or what that symbolism is. The whole movie is like that. It's fucking great.
Double entendres and all these fun
triple entendres. There's a little comedy in there. I found it funny. Maybe some of you probably would have been like, I don't know. I thought that shit was hilarious. You'll know when you see it. But you should
highly recommend. What's it on?
Highly recommend. I saw it in the theaters. I was bold and saw it in the theater. There was like less than 10 people in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was great.
I almost went to watch that, but I didn't. But we'll. It's kind of hard to talk about spoilers then, since nobody else watched it here.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it.
You should see it.
Is it spoiler? Like, will spoilers ruin it?
Yes.
No, not really. Because
it's more than that, right?
It's just based off an old poem.
Yeah. It's like, the crucifixion of Jesus. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like, you hear about it, but the way it's filmed it's a beautiful film, and the music is fucking pristine. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
I read mixed reviews, mostly good stuff, but some people are calling it art house trash. Was it trying to be too artsy fartsy?
It is prolonged. There are scenes that are like go too long. If I had one gripe, it was like there were certain scenes that went too long. Like I get it. You don't have to keep showing me more of this fucking beautiful thing. It was beautiful, so it didn't bother me as much. But
give me a good 10-second cutoff, you know.
But it's over 2 hours, and I was like, I probably could have.
Trim
the edge.
Movie starts 7:30. I got out at 10 something. I was like, okay, didn't need that. You didn't have to do all that. I liked it still, but it did run longer than it should have. But
highly recommend.
I would recommend if you're in. The thing is, if you looking at the movie and what it's about, like just someone just told you like it was about knights and fucking. A journey and all this shit.
I'm about to watch A Knight's Tale right now.
Right? But you still might be disappointed because you might be based off expectations.
Okay.
You're expecting some night shit.
I want Game of Thrones medieval stuff happening.
You get a lot of that. You get some of that. But there's some stuff that's in those other things that's missing from this movie.
Okay.
There's no action in this movie. I'll say it now. Is that spoiler? It's not spoiler.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got that from the trailer.
Yeah, there's no action in the movie.
I got it from the trailer.
Well, you watch the first 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you're expecting, throughout the movie, you're expecting some fucking action.
Shit's about to go down.
Shit's about to go down. You're like, oh shit, let's go.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna fight some tree dude. Yeah.
Looks like it. Looks like it. But
fight him.
But it's explained, like early on, everything's explained to you. Like what the movie's about, the story, everything's explained to you right there. But for you to actually,
in this story, will be no more fighting.
There will be no fighting. There will be no combat.
No combat whatsoever.
None.
All swords will stay sheathed
They don't.
throughout the film.
There's swords.
All the swords will stay in their condoms.
There's danger. there's eluded danger. There's stuff that happens.
This is California. We have to keep our swords in our condoms.
There's no condoms in this movie.
No? Is there?
Yes.
It's implied.
Implied sex.
Best sex.
There's so much swords going in sheaths. Oh, God.
So many sheets. No, it's a definitely good watch. Like, I would suggest it to most people I know.
Okay.
Is it
I'm gonna watch it.
Watch in the
We'll go
theater,
watch it.
or is it?
I thought it's beautiful.
Watch it on the big screen.
Music is great.
Cinematography, homie.
Give it its due, respect. Like, watch it as you would watch a movie you are hyped about.
Let them get paid and not get sued.
I saw it. I saw it in the Lamley. It's the independent movie film theater, and there's one in like
Limelight.
NoHo, and there's one.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna say that.
Pasadena. So like they show independent films, like smaller films, independent films, but it was also in AMC.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool, and it's right down the street from where we live, so we thought about going to check it out. And then I realized Suicide Squad was on HBO, and I get HBO for free because the AT&T.
Shout out AT&T.
Shout out AT&T. And so I was like, you want to just watch this here at home? And so we made popcorn. We put all our Sour Patch Candy Kids. Well, they weren't Sour Patch Candies. There was like a different brand. But Sour Candies, and we just vegged out and watched some the Suicide Squad.
Wait,
how was that?
Did you put Sour Patch Candy in your popcorn?
Yeah.
What you said?
No.
That sounds like what you said.
It was separate. It was separate.
Okay.
All right.
They didn't crossbreed.
No.
Okay.
Did you have any chocolate to go with the popcorn? Because that's kind of like...
No chocolate.
Jalapenos?
I put chocolate or candy in my popcorn.
Reese's Pieces.
That's good, but I put jalapenos in my
M&M's,
popcorn.
preferably M&M's.
Jalapenos.
No.
I like Reese's peanut butter cups, but if I'm going to be in a movie theater, I would rather want the pieces.
Yeah.
For
go with the popcorn.
Yeah.
You scoop them together and they
it's like it's a ratio thing, yeah.
Yeah,
You get better controlled ratios.
Yeah, you can't get 2 pieces of popcorn in a big ass peanut butter cup and you just.
And you have to commit to the whole cup at once.
Yeah.
Because it gets melted. Yeah.
No one eats half a Reese's peanut butter cup because it gets.
Those
no faster than any chocolate.
Those advertising peanut butter cups are not real because it always shows them being bit or like how people bite them. And like, no. Down it.
Pop it in your mouth.
I pop it in my mouth and then stick it to the roof of my mouth.
Roof of your mouth. Yep.
And then you go like,
you're like, I could go for some peanut butter and chocolate.
I can't. I stop.
My peanut butter Reese's.
Suicide Squad.
That was Suicide Squad.
All right, so non-spoiler conversation.
Sorry. No spoilers.
Get him.
It's gonna get Slunk.
That was on the mics. I came across the string on RIP your headphones. Yeah, Suicide Squad. I liked it. It was fun.
I was thoroughly entertained because I went in there being it's gonna be garbage, just because previous
no,
shit.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
You love everything they do.
No. What?
Defends it.
What?
Last I heard, you were a big DC fan.
Wow, then you don't pay attention to me at all. Because do you remember Wonder Woman 2?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, good. Good. Don't watch it. For your own sake, don't watch it. But I came in there like, I'm hoping for the best, prepare for the worst, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Very, very much entertaining. John Cena was hilarious. Liked all the characters. Again, it's basically a summer film. Plot wise, is like, okay, this is happening.
I heard it's very violent.
Oh, in a glorious way.
It's very violent. Yeah.
It's violent in a.
Not for kids violent.
No.
Well,
obviously we more violent than they should be.
Yeah,
but
in this room when we were kids, we watched some fucked up shit. So
yeah, but kids today can't handle that shit.
Yeah, they'll be traumatized and have to go to therapy. We just cry.
They're not supposed to watch Faces of Death. They're not supposed to watch Rotten.com.
Rotten.com. Yep, I remember that.
Gosh.
Live Leak.
For me, this movie was way ridiculous and awesome in a good way.
Yes.
Like all the actors and actresses and all the actors, they're all really good. I didn't recognize half the people in there, even though like they're all famous. The fucking Sylvester Stallone is a fucking genius.
Sylvester Stallone's in it?
He's a genius in this movie.
He's I can say who he is. He's a shark.
He's the shark dude.
Yeah, King Shark.
Oh.
You know, and the day when you
best performance to date.
Relax, guy.
Best acting performance to date. For him?
He won a fucking Oscar in fucking Creed. What are you talking about?
He was used to his full potential in this movie.
We're just not going to have this conversation. Go on.
He's like, you friend? That's how he talks.
Okay,
There was a lot of people I had no idea about who I like by the end of the movie. I care about all these people. There's a lot of good music in it. There's a lot of good action. There's hardly anything like negative to really say about the movie.
Was it better than Birds of Prey?
By far.
Really? Because I enjoyed that a lot.
By far.
It's
not saying Birds of Prey is bad, but I really like Birds of Prey, and this one is still better than that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels more balanced. And then especially the last scene on Birds of Prey, it started to feel like Batman 2. Like Burton-esque.
Yeah,
I'm watching this live. I'm at Six Flags right now. This is happening in front of me. This is no longer a movie. This is live action. You know what I mean? Suicide Squad did not do
people
that.
just exploding out of nowhere.
This is a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And some rollerblades.
That's super lazy at the end there. Cinematography.
For this one, I really liked Idris Elba. I like John Cena. I like the millennial chick, Ratcatcher.
Ratcatcher 2.
Apologies.
So I got to watch this.
Yes.
Probably. Maybe.
There's a lot of scenes that are, you know, it goes to the heart. You're like why am I caring about this?
Are we gonna get to the spoilers yet?
I would love to do spoilers for all these movies.
Go for it. Call it out.
Ratcatcher 2 and Ratcatcher 1.
Spoilers.
We're gonna give a moment for everyone who wants to get the fuck out. We're going spoiler mode, bitches. Spoilies.
So Ratcatcher 2 is obviously after Ratcatcher 1. Ratcatcher 1 is dead, and
Who the fuck is Ratcatcher?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm back.
Ratcatcher basically is a villain that controls rats.
Rat King from Ninja Turtles.
The rat can really have like that type of control over the rats?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
There's floods of rats, but he couldn't control Splinter.
Well, okay, so it sounds like that.
Not a rat.
So Rat King 1 was played by Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi. Which
he's the director of Ragnarok, of
Jojo
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff. He's really cool. And I was like, oh, he's in this. And he's only in it for like a brief moment, but I'm already like,
he was great. He was like great in it.
That's all he needed.
He's like 10 seconds of greatness.
Wait, what's the name?
Ratcatcher 1. Who's taking care of Ratcatcher 2. And he's like a heroin addict, and he still loves. He's like a genius,
Yeah, he's a genius, and his daughter's saying how much like he was just this brilliant man, but unfortunately he had his demons, which was he was addicted to heroin. And what she's teaching, he basically teaches his daughter, Ratcatcher 2, all his tech, all this stuff, all about the rats, and unfortunately, because of las drogas.
And then partied too hard.
Okay.
And then we got Idris Elba being a badass, talking shit to his daughter.
Yeah. Has Idris Elba ever done anything bad? Can anyone tell me? Because I feel like every time we talk about it, it's like, oh, Idris Elba's great all the time.
I haven't seen anything bad.
I can't. I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I can't think of anything.
He was good in Losers. He was good
going to be future Bond.
I would love to see him as future Bond.
He was even good in American Gangster. He was in that movie for like 5 minutes and got killed.
Where was he in American Gangster?
He was the guy got killed by Denzel Washington in the middle of the street.
Oh, that guy.
Was it the carpet?
The tip jar guy.
Yeah.
He's a tip. He was talking shit. He was great. And then he blew his head off.
He's gone.
So it was great.
So spoilers. Speaking of blowing somebody's head off, in the beginning, when Pete Davidson's over here talking all this shit, and I'm like, you're not gonna fucking make it. And he comes up, he sells out the team, walks 3 steps, and just boom, face completely just shot off. I'm like, oh, we're going with this. Holy shit! And then just
he's the first death.
Pete Davidson?
Oh,
I gotta watch the
So actually, he's technically not the first death. Weasel was.
Oh,
and I wanted more Weasel. I wanted more
Dude,
Weasel.
I love the fact because Weasel, and then he did so again. That's the point. So they fly into the island, and they're jumping out and Weasel character.
What's the premise of this movie? What are they doing?
So they're trying to go to Corte Malise or something.
Corte Malise, essentially.
Because
something like made up.
mission.
I mean, I don't know if it's made up. It's probably real.
Save the world.
Some byproduct of Mexico.
Somewhere down there.
South American island.
Okay.
South Mexico.
Yeah.
South Mexico.
So the whole point is they have to go in here and basically destroy this building and destroy whatever what's in this building. And they bring in this team.
The Suicide Squad.
And you think that's the main team. And you realize, oh no, that's Distraction Team A. The real Suicide Squad's over here on the other side doing their shit on this way because this team was basically,
Not because it was supposed to be, because Pete Davidson fucked it up.
And they were supposed to be served as Distraction and do their own thing, but because Pete Davidson fucked everything up, they were legitimately like, oh, now you guys are lamb to the slaughter, and this other team's going to get involved with everything else.
Gotcha.
But in the beginning, so jumping out the plane, and nobody told anyone that Weasel can't swim. So when he jumps out the plane, and it's just like a belly flop, bam, onto the ocean. So like, oh, he's drowning. And then one of the characters were like, well, let me go save his ass. He dies. But like, he's pulling him out, and then Weasel's body is looking up with the fucking big old bulging eyes, and you're like, well, he's dead. Weasel's dead. And they're like, why the fuck didn't anyone say he couldn't swim?
Yeah, 2 favorite things about like that scene is that first Amanda Waller, same one from first Suicide Squad, still fucking badass. She's
still a bitch.
Like Oprah with like
she's the best fucking
comic form
person there. She's like not afraid of shit, doesn't give a fuck, and will kill anyone like in a moment.
Mean Oprah and comic.
Mean Oprah.
So they have that, and then she has like all the people like she's in charge of, like, and all these people are pretty much like giving directions to the Suicide Squad, saying, "Hey, there's people over here, go fight these guys. Hey, there's people over here, go fight. Hey, and that's what they're asking. Like, did no one check about Weasel if he could swim? Like, what the fuck? How come no one makes sense of
the mission?
And they're all like, oh shit.
Water, and none of you motherfuckers knew that he couldn't swim.
Yeah,
everyone that's working, they're like, fuck.
And that's cool because it happens a couple of times. Like, there's like dysfunction within everyone. Like, this person's gone to this one because shit pops up. Like, they have their own shit between them, you know.
Oh, a great scene with all the workers there. These fuckers are taking bets. Like, this person's gonna die first, or this is good. So they're all fucking taking bets, and the Waller goes, oh shit, they're trying to hide it. But I found that fucking hilarious, the fact that they got, it's kind of, you guys ever watch Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
So, you know how they're all
the
like,
bong fighter?
What?
The guy who fights?
All I remember is like,
the bong?
Where they're all,
that's all I remember from the movie.
Cabin in the Woods, where like basically, so
I'm just kidding. I'm making a joke.
Anyways, well, they're taking bets to see how someone dies, or who to get. Same thing on this one. They're like, all right, well, this person's gonna die first, or this good person, and then as the scene progresses, as people dying, they're like, man, fuck. And just,
it's pretty much
they're handing out money.
Sounds like the Running Man.
Running Man.
Schwarzenegger.
You know what? We watched that. That was actually.
Yeah.
So people dying.
I wanted more Weasel. Didn't get it.
No.
Team B was interesting. I think it was funny because they played up Team A, like really like this is going to be what we're going to watch, and then they killed everybody except Harley Quinn
and Rick Flag.
And Rick Flag.
And the fact that they're the ones that coming into the camera view with U.S. fucking the flag in the background, like, oh, like these are your brothers. You guys gonna make it? Yeah, no one thinks.
Yeah. Everybody dies.
I did feel sad Captain Boomerang died.
Like, you expect them to live.
Yeah, because it's Captain Boomerang. Like, oh yeah, and it's like, no, it's
villain though.
They're all villains.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was wondering what was gonna happen to the guy who they start the movie with. Like, he's the first person you see. Savant.
He's looking for ball.
Yeah. And then the person who ends up living for a while is the polka dot guy who shoots polka dots out of his body.
Fuck movie is this?
Polka dot man is
Polka dot man is super legit.
Super.
So the whole this guy is like he's a bad